big. We got a bunch of followers coming into the chat. We'll address you later, but right now we get address not the elephant, but the amazing content creator, and, well, I would like to say, the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Let me introduce to you my newest friend. It's PestoGawd!
Yeah! Yo, Los, what's good, man? Yo, chat, what's going on, everyone? I see all the y'all in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Los, thank you for having me, bro.
Of course, man. Of course. You are definitely, I know this just from originally meeting you. Yo, big shout out Lady Pesto. Hooked it up
Lady
with the
Pesto
Stella.
Made a little cameo.
Made a little cameo, and you know what? You got the bevy. I'll get one as well.
Cheers,
Toss it up.
Dude.
Cheers.
For the homies.
For the ones who quit streaming.
For Ray Liotta. For Ray Liotta, man.
For Ray.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. I'm just gonna pour it into a different cup. I can't get the studio wet. This is on lease. We're leasing this one out. We can't.
But cheers, man. Yo, guys, we're gonna have a good time. I'm excited. And chat, I see y'all, man. Thank you so much, Pesto Gang, for coming through. Big shout out to everybody in there. Enzo, I see you, dude. Big fan. But yeah, dude.
Big fan of you, Pesto. Big fan of you. Thank you for coming on to the show. And one of the first questions that we always had, and it was a question that I had when I first met you. How did you come up with your name? You told me your name was PestoGawd, and I just didn't think anything of it. Earlier, my girlfriend asked, "Why is he called PestoGawd?" And I just thought, like, what do you mean? Why is he called PestoGawd? That's his name.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I usually get some shit for not telling the truth here.
Oh.
Oh no. It's like a two-parter. So basically, I was trying to think of a name, right, on Twitch, and honestly, like, my first few names were trash. They were horrible. Like, I was like running them by Lady Pesto, and she was just like, No, hell no. Absolutely no. And she was like, what about PestoGawd? Like, she actually, I'm going to give full credit here. You guys heard it here first. Full credit. Lady Pesto is the reason why I'm PestoGawd. Otherwise, I would have been like Capo something, like a bunch of really bad names. And just like really lucky that it stuck and like everybody loves it. I guess everybody loves Pesto. But yeah, no, it's here to stay.
Do you cook pesto? Like, do you make pesto a lot? Is that like a frequent thing that comes up in your life that you would be the god of it?
Well, that's like, I never made it, but one of like when I put my content creation pants on, I want to make a YouTube video of me like doing a AMA while making pesto. But the reason why I chose pesto is because in Queens, where I was born and raised, there's a popular like pizzeria with a famous pesto slice. I don't know if you heard about it, Danny's.
No.
Danny's House of Pizza? No? I gotta take you, dude. It's pretty close.
Do they got gluten-free slices? I'm a gluten-free boy. Not by choice, mind you. So if anyone who doesn't know me is like, well, this guy fucking sucks.
Dude, just recently, I actually found out, self-diagnosed, that I can't eat shrimp. So
was that like an issue? You just ate one and it was kind of a choking situation?
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of put it to the test like a couple times. Like the first time I was like, oh, what the hell? And then I put it to the test again, and I'm just like, okay, I don't think I could eat shrimp. But yeah, a couple of bad experiences. But yeah, I think they have some gluten-free. They should, honestly. Like, they've been around forever, so I'm pretty sure they've heard, like, been asked about that, like, at some point. But yeah, dude, whenever you're down, we'll go get a slice, maybe do an IRL stream or something.
I mean, that sounds pretty nice to me. So PestoGawd with the pesto slice. But why not rock with Yo Soy With It?
Oh my god.
Or Neezy. Neezy's a good one.
Dude, you did. All right, so you're coming out hot, bro. You brought the research. Yo Soy With It is actually like my personal Instagram name.
Oh shit! we doxed here on Late Night with Los.
Yeah, my identity's gone, bro. It's gone. It's over. Look at the chat. Everybody's like, oh. But anyway, Yo Soy With It was a name that I came up with like pre-streaming. It was kind of cool. The ladies liked it. Dude, I don't know if you know what it stands for. Is there anybody speak Spanish in the chat?
Yeah, you're with it.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. However you want to pronounce it. But yeah, I'm like with the shits. You know what I mean? So like, it was a pretty cool name when I was a bit younger. Pesto, that mic is amazing. What mic?
Yeah, the mic right in front of you, the big ball.
Are you talking about?
Oh, wait, whoa!
I had to bring it out.
You got the WWE microphone. Do you still have the belt?
Smell. Do I still have the belt? No, the belt I actually left at my I left at my folks' house. We ran out of room here, so this takes up a pretty big amount of space in the room. So, but yeah, back to Yo Soy With It.
We're gonna have to go back to that. You kind of got me with the Rock, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
Hell yeah, man! I'm all over the place. I'm hyped, man. We hyped in here. Chat's hyped. I'm hyped. We're hyped. Let's go. But nah. So Yo Soy With It was it was just like a name I came up with when I was younger. A little history, like I'm not gonna dive too deep into it, but there was like a group, like a hip hop group, a rap group from the Bronx, and one of their songs is called Yo Soy With It. So I pretty much like took it from there because they never hit it big. I mean, I hope they're doing well, but this was like way back, like 2003 or some shit. I was like a kid, and I'm like, yeah, Yo Soy With It's kind of cool, kind of cool. And then like when I got older and I made an Instagram, I'm like, all right, Yo Soy With It. Neezy was like a name back in high school. That was like a play on like Easy. Lil Wayne was pretty popular at the time, so like Wheezy, you know what I mean? Everybody was doing the Easy. So like that was that, and I kind of left that in the past because I was like, that's just reminds me of when I was like a teenager.
Yeah, it.
Damn, man, I didn't think anyone was gonna find me. But honestly, like Instagram is mad weird because like you put your phone number in, and I guess like people get suggestions. So like my friends would be like, "Yo, how many freaking Instagrams do you have?" And I'm like, "Yo, chill." I'm just,
hey, whoa! Why you gotta be so hot right like, now?
I'm just trying to see what works, and yeah, man, like PestoGawd for streaming and moving forward. I think PestoGawd's gonna stay. Yeah, it's just so dope. I can't wait to make Pesto. Keep an eye out for that, guys.
I think you gotta pick one name that's good and stick with it.
Yeah.
Little did you know, I don't know if you knew this, I wasn't always Los.
Oh my god.
I was.
This. What were you?
I was I Can Go Pro.
Okay. Was it like spelled straight like that?
Straight up.
Did you have, like,
all
zeros?
capitals. No. Nobody ever took my name.
Shit.
The only time I couldn't use my own name was because I already used my own name, but it was like on Xbox and it's not cross-platform. So for Rainbow Six, I Can Go Pro 1. So I'll never have that name again.
Nice, dude. Yo, speaking of like old names, I think AIM, like AOL Instant Messenger, just hit like the 25th anniversary like a week ago or a month ago or some shit. So like, if you don't mind me asking a question, since we're talking about old names, chat,
of course,
drop your old AIM names in the chat right now. I want to see how cringy they are. Los, what was your old AIM name?
Dude.
Screen name.
I have no idea what it was for AIM because I wasn't this may come as a surprise. I wasn't exactly super popular, so AIM wasn't what I was using all the time. I would mostly talk to my one friend John Carlos when we were playing RuneScape together, and my username was CoolKid276.
That's not bad. That's actually better than mine. I'd like to say that I was the first ninja. My my very first. Don't laugh.
Is that why you have a creative character in WWE as Ninja?
Oh shit! What the fuck? Yo, dude. Yeah, my first screen name was Fat X Ninja. Fat spelled PH.
Oh, I don't know because you were cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's like the good one. The good
I was
one.
also like 7 years old. Oh my god.
Like Fat Joe, but Fat Joe was actually fat, but he was also fat. You know?
Yeah, yo, Los, I gotta mute real quick. I don't know if you hear the alarms. It's so
Yes.
like hyped in here that the fucking fire alarms are going off.
Oh, okay.
Give
Well,
me
it's
2 seconds.
it's kind of muffled. It's kind of muffled, so I think
2 seconds.
we could get over that. So now it's back to just me. Oh. What what it's getting smoked up in there, Pesto. I didn't know you were wafting the smoke. I didn't know it was that hype.
Oh my god, dude.
Well,
All
I
right,
guess
so the
I guess it
alarms-
leaked out of the green room.
All right, we're good. We're good.
We have a couple of Celsius, a couple of pre-rolls.
Oh no. Oh my god. This is it's Pesto cooking again. Spitting fire. Yo, the chat's so fucking funny.
Yeah,
Right, dude, my bad.
Flame Taser,
Sorry about
and
that.
Race Fan are some good one. Hamster Honey 625. I like all those.
Hamster
I'm rocking
honey.
with all
Oh my
those.
God. I love the double H.
You know, because it's like a superhero. You have to have the like Peter Parker, Susan Storm, shit like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But I'll always come up with this for League of Legends. My first ever name was Carlost Soul.
That's kind of clever. That's kind of clever.
You had to hold it in.
I actually never played League. And would you suggest like starting it, or I hear it's like super toxic. I don't know. I don't know if I'm built for that.
I think you could handle it.
I think I'll be okay.
I think you just got to start the game.
I think I'd be
Type
okay.
/mute all. You're chilling.
Oh,
You're chilling, and the game's way better.
got you. I might give it a shot. I mean, it's a game I feel like I should know. Just like being in the gaming world. But Valorant's my shit right now. I honestly am like addicted. I'm trying to get on your level, dude.
Yeah, I just play Overwatch. Overwatch isn't even out. Okay, it's still in beta.
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2 is not out. Yeah, I didn't get into it, man. I watched the 4 hours, but they said I was stuck at 97% or something, and then they didn't give me the beta code.
Damn. I don't know if you're familiar with that Michael Jordan documentary.
Yeah, The Last Dance.
Last Dance.
I took that personally, yeah.
And fucking Isaiah Thomas, he was like doing his little interview, and he was like, I met the criteria.
Oh yeah.
But I wasn't. And honestly, when I didn't get freaking the email for Overwatch or whatever, that's all I was thinking about. I'm just like, damn, I'm like Isaiah Thomas right now.
You know, to be honest, to be fair, I was baked for a majority of that documentary. And that made it beautiful. It made it beautiful for me. Same with the Kanye documentary.
Oh, genius.
Yeah,
that was I watched the first episode, but honestly, it was so beautiful. I couldn't continue, bro. I couldn't continue. And it's like one of those, I don't know if you've ever had like a really good meal and like you're just eating it slowly because it's so good, and then when you get to the last bite, it's just so hard to eat. That's exactly how I felt with the Kanye documentary. I'm like, yo, especially because they were showing like a lot of clips and stuff that I never seen before. Like, I'm a huge Kanye West fan, and just seeing him like on the come up, and like in that first episode, I'm just like, damn, man, like shit is beautiful. Like his whole story and everything. And I kind of like, I'm not a Kanye of streaming or anything. But I feel like I related to that, like that same like drive that he has.
I mean,
with like whatever it is, like with streaming. I used to play basketball at a young age, so like I was grinding pretty hard playing ball, but now it's all like streaming for me.
Oh, so you're not rocking with Mercy anymore?
Oh my god, I love it, dude. Yeah, Mercy was my that was like my CYO basketball team when I was like 12, 13. And I've worn it a couple times on stream. I guess it was really big when I was like a kid, but this is my first jersey. It's a jersey, but 33, baby.
Any reason why you picked that number?
No, it was like they brought out the bag full of jerseys and you just pick whatever, like whatever size you are. And yeah, no, 33 is dope. I like the double number. Like my favorite number is 11. So getting like a double number is pretty cool. But yeah, man, pretty sick. I wish I could like go back in time. I don't know like what my teammates are up to nowadays. Maybe I gotta like find them on Facebook or some shit, but I hope they're doing well.
Yeah, I used to play lacrosse back in college, and I guess I think the same thing for people I went to college with.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm like, they'll be all right.
Yeah, true. I mean, like sometimes I like it's kind of weird and like bringing it back to Twitch stuff. Like the people that I got cool with early on in Twitch when I started streaming, I feel like they just like vanished. Like so a lot of them, I don't know if this happens to you, but like a lot of people don't stream anymore and there's kind of like no way of like contacting them. They just like vanish, bro. And it's kind of like how it was with my basketball team and like my college friends. And yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, I mean, there's even there's some people on previous walls who, like, for friends of the show, previous friends of the show walls, who just don't stream anymore. They're out of the game. Like they just disappeared. One is going to law school. One is like a successful engineer. And they just don't rock that shit anymore. Like good. I'm happy for you, but it's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like I guess for some people, well, for most people that I know, because I did start streaming during the pandemic. Well, kind of still in it, but like during like lockdown and all that, I started streaming around then, and I guess I started seeing like a lot of people stop streaming like when lockdown ended and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, man, I mean, for me, since I started streaming, like I don't see myself stopping, man. Like I mentioned like how I used to play basketball a lot. This has kind of like this kind of like become my new basketball. Just hella passionate about it.
So did you play for like a travel team? You play for like college? How far did you take basketball?
Oh, so I started with CYO. Played a lot of like street ball.
What exactly is that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, CYO is like City Youth Organization, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's like churches, like your church. It was like we just played against like a bunch of churches. So this Mercy stands for Our Lady of Mercy. That was our church, and what do you call it? I played in high school. So yeah. So CYO was like when I was like 12, and then when I went to high school, um, dude, funny story. Let me tell you guys. Actually, this is like one of my favorite stories of high school. So I went to Murray Bergstrom High School in the city, and basically like I'm from Queens, and I knew every single person, like a lot of people in Queens, especially in like the schools, like the zone schools. And I'm like, yo, if I go to high school, like in my zoned high school, I'm not really gonna meet new people. So when I was picking high schools, I chose Murray Bergstrom in the city. I never heard of it. I looked it up. The boys basketball team wasn't that good. Had the best girls basketball team for like 10 or 12 years straight. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. That's dope. So I mean, no, because I was focused on like trying out. So I'm like, all right, that's dope. Like the girls are good. That's dope. And then
had to pad that one a little bit.
yeah. No, they're dope, man. I freaking I hope they're doing well because like the both basketball teams are like very close. Like we practice and stuff like that. But anyway, so freaking I'm in high school and I go into tryouts, right? So like I'm a little not late to tryouts. Like it started at like 6 o'clock or something, and I got there at like 6:15 or whatever. So I'm like just strolling in. I get to the door of the gym, and I don't know, there was like no resistance in the fucking screws or whatever. Because when I pushed the door open, it literally like slammed open and it made the loudest noise, bro. Like everyone stopped playing basketball for like 2 seconds and just like looked at the door. And I'm just there. I didn't really know anyone because I just started school, like in a new school. So I'm just like, all right. Now I'm like embarrassed a little bit, but I'm like, oh, whatever. So I change, we get on the court, and basically like the tryouts were scrimmages. So they were like play a game for like 5 minutes and we'll just watch you. The coaches will just watch you. So freaking we start playing, dude. I start like busting ass. I was doing really good. And you sit out. Basically, like everybody gets 2 games, right? All the people trying out get 2 games. The second game starts. I'm still like on fire. Like I'm mad confident now. Like I'm not nervous. I'm just going with the flow, doing my thing. So then after that game, I go to the side and I'm just watching the rest of the tryouts. But then like the coaches, they're like, hey you, and they like everybody's like looking, and then they point at me and they're like, play like play another game. So I get on the court. I'm like killing it, bro. I'm like pulling it from like really far, like not Steph Curry range, but pretty deep. Anyway, fast forward, I'm like changing, and like this dude comes up to me. It's kind of cringy now that I think about it, but he comes up to me. He's like, "Yo," he like taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Yo, when you walked in here, everybody was talking shit about you, but yo, you did your thing, bro." And he dapped me up, and then ever since then, I'm just like, "All right, cool. Like I could hoop." So yeah, that was high school, and then like did some travel teams. Played for like a Filipino basketball team, and we traveled to Canada a bunch of times. Went to Houston, went to Philly, and yeah, that's kind of like how it went. When I went to college in City Tech, I think they like were doing budget cuts or something, but there was no basketball team for like the 2 years I was at City Tech, so I was kind of I was kind of
They
bummed
wasted
about
your
that.
talent, bro. What the fuck?
A little bit. I kind of like I kind of wanted like uh, I'm a little bit older, but I could still hoop, but like for like a freaking business like adult league, you know what I mean? Like other than that, I kind of want to not give up on basketball, maybe like coach kids and stuff like that. I think like coaching like the same age as I was when I started Mercy, that would be pretty sick.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty dope. I mean, you didn't bust ass for no reason, right? You didn't embarrass kids on the court just to leave all that experience behind.
Exactly, man. Exactly. But also, I think I think being and this is something I like that helped me like with my drive with anything. I think like being Filipino, being like not that tall,
How tall are
kind
you?
of like 5'9" on a good day. 5'9" on a good day.
Depends on the humidity. It adjusts the joints. That lets you get taller or not, right?
Exactly, man. Exactly. Um, but yeah, so like just like stepping on a court, always being looked at like a little funny because like I don't look the part or something. Like always gave me this drive to just like do my thing, like go hard, you know. So
Mhm.
I feel like I've taken that into like a lot of shit besides basketball. So
And combine that drive with the adrenaline and motivation you got from the first episode of Genius. Well, man, that's a recipe for success right there, right?
oh hell yeah, oh hell yeah. I gotta continue. I gotta continue Genius.
You could stop after the second episode because on
Why?
episode 3 it's just like the decline, and
Uh,
we know how the story ends.
oh my god.
You don't need to watch it.
Yeah, the freaking oh, and just a W story. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Um, it's just, but anyway, this yeah, the decline. Ah, man, Kanye did go through a phase. I say
Mhm.
he's like kind of leveled now. Been doing a lot of like Gap stuff. Have you seen that?
Gap,
Are you into like
like with Gap, the brand.
yeah, yeah. He's doing like collabs with Gap and like his new like style and stuff like that. Um, but yeah. I got to get back into Genius. Would like to finish that. How many episodes are there?
There's 3. But it's like 3 movies essentially.
Got you.
Because they're long as fuck, but they're really good. But I want to talk about another meaningful piece of entertainment. I want to talk about the WWE. What's your relationship with that? How much wrestling have you watched growing up and just, I guess, today?
Dude, actually, I'm glad you asked because, well, let me bring out the mic. No, I'm glad you asked because, so I guess I started watching wrestling like during the Attitude Era, which is like 99, 2000, all that, like Stone Cold, The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
Undertaker, all them. Stone Cold's my favorite wrestler. Yo, Chad, who's your favorite wrestler?
I love how you're asking questions to my chat. I love that.
No, my bad. It's just because like I see so many familiar faces. It just comes so natural. Like I see literally everyone in there, and I'm just like, oh man, like I'm just so used to talking to them on a daily basis. It's kind of like a reflex, but um, what do you call it? Yeah, so I started watching wrestling in the Attitude Era. I feel like it did go through like a shitty time period with I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be mad at this. John Cena. Like, I wasn't really a huge fan.
Because he's unbeatable. Nobody
Yeah,
could
you
beat
can't
him.
see him. You can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
How do you win? How do you win?
He was just like a broken character, where it's like, this guy's bullshit. Anything you do against him is not gonna work. Fuck this guy.
Exactly. He'll hit you with like a F5. No,
the FU. Well, I mean, that's with the kid friendly.
Mm-hmm.
It's always the FU to me.
That was before it turned to like PG or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was called the FU. But anyway, fast forward, I'm like, I started working at the sneaker store in my early 20s, and my coworkers, they wanted to go to Raw after Mania. So that's like the first Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. So we're like, all right, cool, let's go. So it was like 2012 or something, or 2013, some shit like that. And basically, I don't know if you're familiar with Money in the Bank.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that was the year that Dolph Ziggler had the briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when he cashed in against Alberto Del Rio.
Okay.
So freaking basically we get to the show. Oh my god, this is such a crazy story. All right, let me put the mic down for a second.
You got to have the full focus on this one.
Yes, yeah, no, there's a lot of, it's just like layers to this. So like if everybody could just like follow along, that'd be awesome. Good luck, because there's just layers. So all right, so my coworker picks us up, and it's like 4 of us, and we shout to Thomas, Rich, and Gino. So we're headed to Izod Center. It was at Izod Center. So anyway, we're driving, right, and we pull up at we have to go through Manhattan to get to Jersey. So we pull up at this red light, and there's a bar right there at the corner, right? And these people are like unloading like trays of beer. Yeah, I guess they just like restocked or whatever. So my boss is like, "Fuck, we didn't get beer. Should I ask these guys?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do it." So he's like, "Hey, how much for a case of beer?" And the owner was like mad cool. He's like, "Yo, there was like literally like 25 beers or something. It was like not a 6-pack. It was like a wholesale looking type of tray or whatever." He's like, for all this, $20." And I'm like, "Oh hell yeah, let's do it." So gave him $20. He gave us the beer. Mad cool guy. A little like side note. Fast forward, I get a job like 5 years ago, right? I get a job, and the office is right next to that bar. So it's kind of like, it was kind of weird how that happened, because I'm like, yo, this is like the corner where we got the beer that one time, like mad random. Anyway, back to on the way there. So we get to the parking lot. We're drinking the beers. We're pre-gaming. I end up like breaking a beer, and then like the whole parking lot heard the beer break and started like busting my balls, yo. I forgot what they were chanting, but they were like, "You fucked up. You fucked," like
maybe a little bit of asshole. Yeah. Asshole.
Botchamania, bro. Botchamania. Yeah, but I dropped a whole beer, and Anyway, that wasn't even the highlight. So we get into the show, right? We get into the arena, and from the very beginning, you guys could look this up. I'll link it to you, Los, afterwards. The crowd, I lost my voice that day. The crowd was absolutely insane from the from the pre-show to throughout the whole show, bro. Like chanting at the top of their lungs. They're chanting like the most random things, like all the referees' names, like Mikey Yoda, Mikey, or like Mark Henry came out, so we were like chanting "Sexual Chocolate." If anyone
Nice.
knows, "Sexual Chocolate," and basically, all right. So midway through the show, Dolph Ziggler cashes in. Right, he comes out, and we kind of had a feeling because like the Raw after Mania, like something big happens. So Dolph Ziggler cashes in, he wins, and it's the craziest reaction ever from the crowd. Anyway, the point of the story is, if you look in the history books, the crowd of that show won a Slammy for that year. So basically, it's like a wrestling award called the Slammies, and we won Best Crowd for I think 2014. So
Nice.
I'm a one-time Slammy winner.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, that like you got to be like a huge wrestling fan to know, like I guess,
I think
to
you
even
should
care
put
what a
that.
Slammy is.
You should put that in your bio.
Put that on my LinkedIn. I'm gonna put it on like, I gotta put it everywhere. That's a big thing.
I I have some wrestling fans in the chat, and can we get a confirmation, Luz? Is that a big thing? We'll see. We'll see on that.
We'll see.
But if we're talking favorite wrestlers, I just know who I picked the most, and I'll give 3 that I like a lot. Obviously, Brock Lesnar is fucking dope. He's just an absolute maniac.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. Suplex City.
I like well shit. I mean, I like Kurt Angle, I like Booker T, and I like Eddie Guerrero.
My God,
I fucking love Eddie.
Dude, Eddie Guerrero.
Just lie, cheat, and steal, baby.
Yo, Eddie Guerrero is so I didn't really notice how good of a wrestler he was until like after he passed. And it's sad because like that's I don't know a lot. It's like that a lot. Like a lot of people with like artists when they pass away, like people start to realize they were like really good. But Lady Pesto and I, we've actually been watching because we signed up for Peacock, right? Because I forgot which. Oh, for Mania, we signed up to. No, I'm sorry. We signed up for Peacock to watch Royal Rumble, and we ended up just keeping the app. So we've been watching like every single like Royal Rumble since like 97 because everything before 97 was kind of like before my time. Like I don't know, I didn't know too many wrestlers or whatever. So
that's when they were all coked up and doing some crazy shit. Hold on. I also have to address The Rock, of course, is my favorite, but at this point I almost forgot he was a wrestler because he does so much more shit. I forgot he was a wrestler. I don't even see him as that anymore.
Dude,
He's the guy
Rock,
who makes fucking Zoa. He's a guy who owns the XFL. The guy who fucking makes Ballers. Jumanji,
it's about fucking power. It's about grind. What's the bar?
Exactly? It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Put in the work. Put in the hours it take. What's hours? Who black and some on my face?
There was a video where like I think somebody was like rapping it or something. Like he was like in a red carpet, and like the person with the camera was rapping it, and then like The Rock just joined in, and like I'm like, yo, man, this is like the cringiest song, but it's actually really popular. Like
it's the fact that he can fucking do that. He could just rap too.
He's the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. The Rock is the GOAT. I think my favorite, well, not I think, my favorite of all time is Stone Cold Steve Austin. So if we knew each other back in the day, we would have like been going back and forth because The Rock and Stone Cold had the craziest fucking matches ever, yo. Like WrestleMania, what, 17 or 18? 17?
Maybe. I kind of I kind of fell off of wrestling past I would say 2012.
Oh yeah, so 17 was actually like before that. So yeah, no, that's like if I think about Rock and
Oh,
Stone
oh,
Cold,
oh,
like
oh, oh, oh. Like WrestleMania 17. Yes. Okay.
yeah,
I thought you were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about 2017. I was like, I
yeah.
don't know what that
Nah, nah, nah. No, but yeah, man, like wrestling is it kind of fell off like around 2017 and all that, or like in those like teen years, but it's starting to come back. I'm still kind of into it. Um, Everything is just Roman Reigns now, though. I'm not a huge fan of Roman Reigns, but I know a lot of people are. Triple H was my old goat.
Yeah, I like Jeff Hardy because he's a fucking
Oh,
psychopath.
yo, he is so freaking cool. He's like my second favorite wrestler of all time. I don't know if you've seen the video, Los. Have you seen the video where Jeff Hardy was singing the thong song?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, you gotta look that up, man. That was like that was out of all his stunts, like him singing the thong song was like top of the list. Definitely top of the list. But yeah, Jeff Hardy's mad cool. He like did you see that match where he like he was all drugged up and like he was like fighting Sting?
Drugged up as in like it's a storyline, or that was just him?
No, that was him. He was in TNA and
Hmm.
he had a title match against Sting. And freaking Sting came out first, and then Jeff Hardy, like his music played, and he didn't come out after like 45 to a minute past 45 seconds to a minute passed. Then he like came like kind of like wobbling out to the ring. It was really really sad to see because Jeff Hardy is like one of my favorite wrestlers, but everybody knows uh, he had like a drug habit, and but he looks good now. He looks good. Looks good. So good for him, man.
Good
The
for
Hardy Boys.
good for Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Love to see it. Love to see them come back in a little bit of a hero story. We got so derailed into wrestling. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck do I bring it back to the questions.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Okay.
Bring it back. Bring it. All right, you got
So
this.
you come a long way from follow for follows on Reddit. So can you tell me a little bit about your journey as a streamer and vibes over views?
I'm leaving the show. I'm embarrassed. I remember that. Oh my god. All right, so no, let me talk about this. Let me address this because you're gonna call me out on Twitch.
It's already been done. You know, you gotta.
The proof is in the pudding. No, yo, that's mad funny. So the follow for follow. Let me address that. When I first started on Twitch, I'm like, yo, how can I get like my Twitch out there? And I thought of two things. I'm like Twitter and Reddit. So I just started posting my link everywhere. And honestly, um, I don't believe in follow for follow. I just used it in the beginning to um basically just get to that like I think there's like a thing you need to hit for affiliate, like a certain amount.
50 followers and 3
50,
average.
yeah. So here's the thing. I started streaming like straight off my PlayStation 4. Um it was really like I don't like using the word wonky, but it really was like when you try to like put in the information on like the title of the stream, the game that you're playing or whatever. It was not that good. So in my head I'm like, all right, man, like I need to get my like Twitch out there. And so I did like a lot of like Reddit threads and stuff. Honestly, I never used Reddit before that. I was just like, I know like people are on there, so I was just like, all right, whatever. And then I moved to Twitter. But what was the second part? Like, from how do you go from follow to Vibe with Pesto?
Vibes over views and kind of just like you're not worried about, I would say, immediate growth. It's kind of just like, I am who I am. I'm kind of creating an answer for myself for the question, but
No. I got you. Like how like the slogan that I say, vibe driven
Yeah.
views. How did I like come about with that? So that's a good question. So I started off like grinding, like trying to get my Twitch out there, followers, and like at first you kind of like like as I was experimenting with it, I'm like, yo, it's so cool. Like you see a little growth there, the viewers, like people are coming through. But then like when I hit affiliate, and then when I got felt like I understood how to like navigate my stream and like the stream culture and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, like viewers. Oh, and after like watching people's streams, I'm just like, yo, they could have like tons of viewers, but it's like they look like they're not really having fun. So I'm like, damn, man, like when I see that, I'm just like, oh, that sucks. Cause like, I don't know, I started Twitch to like kind of like have a good time, like um meet new people, make friends and stuff like that. So for me, and I say, if you know me, like I say vibe, the word vibe numerous times. So many times, like if there was like a drinking game, every time I said vibe, you guys would be passed out. But yeah, I came up with vibes of reviews because I'm like, yo, I don't really care about like my view count. It sounds cliche, like a lot of people say it, but like I really don't. Um, and no matter like what the number is, for that stream, like I would just hope that like everybody's vibing out, having a good time, and that's how I came up with vibes or reviews. In the beginning, though, I'm not gonna lie, I was very like number. I was into the numbers because it was kind of like addicting. It was like, oh wow, like I just started, and out of nowhere, like 5 people follow me, whatever. But now at this point, I'm just like, numbers don't really matter. Um, when it comes to like viewers or followers or whatever, it's more like, uh, again, there's like layers to it, and I'm starting to realize that it's just more than that. It's more than that.
Hmm.
Like connections you make, friends you make, memories that you make. You could have like 2 viewers or like 5 viewers, but your involvement in like the gaming world is like beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people like that who they don't get the most like views and stuff like that, but they're doing a lot of amazing things like in the gaming world outside of streaming. So yeah, whenever I do stream, it's always vibes or reviews, 100%.
Absolutely. I hear you. I used to be a guy who would always check my social blade because they'll have a
Mhm.
projection of, oh, you've got this many followers in the last week based off of this algorithm that I don't know what the fuck goes into it, but it's a machine telling me what's possible. You'll have this many followers if you keep up this rate. And I think, oh, no, I'm not going to have any followers if I keep doing this. And then I've gotten to a point where, like, if I put out a good stream, like specifically with Late Night with Los, if I think I did a good show, if I think it was some good ass content, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go away. I'll be happy with it.
I hear you. Yeah, and that's exactly like I think you. I mean, it depends how you look at it. Um, there's people who like who care for the numbers, but honestly, like that will like stress you out or like. Well, for me, speaking for me, like I feel like if you uh keep track of the numbers too much, like it's not healthy. Um, and also like if you want like a like genuine growth or like organic growth, um like the numbers and things like that aren't really good to look at. But also at the same time, you may have goals, so you could maybe calculate some of those things. And for me it's just like I think like I like how you realize like those don't matter. I think when you could like calculate some of the things to get to a goal, but uh don't like overthink it because you're gonna be maybe disappointed if you have like expectations and stuff like that. I don't know. Also, like things change. Like you got to go with the times.
Hmm.
You have to like adjust to the times. Like and those are the things that you could calculate. Like maybe Memorial Day weekend, like a lot of people are gonna be like away, and so they're not gonna be tuning in or something. Like it's just like some strategies and stuff like that that go into um some of the areas on Twitch.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, if you're like, for what works for me is like just being super genuine, organic, um, I could be wholesome at times. People love that. No, but that's genuine as well. Um, I think like the growth and everything just comes with all that naturally. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of growth, you kind of grew into a host yourself. You know, beyond your regularly scheduled programming, you also have Vibe with Pesto. What is that? What can you tell me about that?
I like that question because I get asked that a lot, and it's really hard to answer. It's I said I've been saying there's layers, but there really is. Like Vibe with Pesto obviously is the talk show. I kind of don't like it when people say podcast because it's not like
Yes.
you know
Yes.
what I'm saying? Like people use the throw the podcast word out there, and in my head I'm just like, yo, it's not a podcast at all. It's a talk show.
That's
We're here.
that's what I'm fucking saying, bro. Someone
Yeah.
said, "Oh yeah, that'd be interesting to go on your podcast." I'm like, "This isn't a podcast. This is a late night talk show." Okay.
Well, I'm glad we're aligned there, Los. And I think that's why when we met, we instantly just understood each other. Um but yeah, Vibe with Pesto is not a podcast for the record. It's it could be if I like freaking converted to audio and like put it on Spotify and whatever. But it's a talk show and it's literally like how it came about was when I was just starting out on Twitch and I was in lockdown and I used to watch like all these shows. I kind of still do. Hot Ones, Sneaker Shopping, all these like YouTube shows from like Complex and all these like media outlets. And I was just super inspired and I'm like, yo, all these guests are like really big movie stars or musicians or whatever and like they don't really interview like gamers or streamers. Like
Mhm.
anybody like that does what I do, like they don't really interview them. I'm sure if I looked
Ninja.
deep enough.
Ninja is the one gamer that has appeared
Oh,
on Sneaker Shopping, but he had his stylist pick out shoes for him, and I don't
no.
fuck with that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How? Oh my God! Shoe advice? How? I don't know because I'm a big sneakerhead, so I can't like ask someone like, hey, do you think these would be cool on me for shoes? Like that's 100% like my decision.
Mhm. I've
But
I've been rocking with Puma. Puma has recently been
oh,
putting out some good shit.
yo, Puma's been like stepping up their game and they're doing sneaker deals with like really popular basketball players and just rap artists and stuff like that. So yeah, Puma. I think because I think if I'm not mistaken, Jay Z's like took over some of their like direction or whatever. So like I think they're moving in the right direction like with their ads and stuff. But um yeah, Vibe with Pesto, not a podcast. It's a talk show, and it's freaking basically I'm like, yo, I can reach out to this streamer who's partnered. Nothing wrong with like partnered streamers. I know a few that are like hella cool, but I'm just like, yo, there's like streamers who just started with me or like, you know, streamers who don't have many views or followers or whatever. And I think I found them to be very, very interesting and very unique and like there's something about them that like people might not give them the time of day. So I'm just like, yo, let me bring them on because like you know, I have like a really I'd say I have like a decent platform. Like shout out to my Pesto gang, everyone. We're, like you know, we're all like small time, like myself and like the people I started with. But, you know, we're still just starting. A year into it, we're still just starting. But the people that I've interviewed so far, they went off to do like amazing things. Like so many people. I've had like I think 14 episodes, so not that many. Because I'm not out here just trying to like pump out episode like yo look at this guy no or look at this girl. It's more like when I feel like the time is right, I'll have somebody on the show. They're absolutely killing it as of late, and like it would just it's like the perfect timing each episode. Um, so yeah, basically just highlighting like up and coming streamers who have been like doing their thing around that time. And it's really cool because I kept all the VODs, right? I didn't put it on YouTube. I don't know if you post these anywhere afterwards?
I do, yeah.
Do you? You have it on YouTube?
I have just been taking forever to upload the VODs. I've got them, but I just take forever. I have been uploading them.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I had them like sitting on ice for a little bit, right? And I might just, sell them as NFTs in the future. But no, when they like get famous, I'm just kidding. But no, I watch the VODs and I'm just like, the questions that I do ask, and this is just like the style of like my show, like anybody else's show, they could ask like whatever the questions that they want or whatever. But for my show, I wanted it to be like really relatable from like streamer to streamer. Um, any streamers that are watching who could get inspired, who could learn something. So like I kind of ask very similar questions about streaming. But the thing that I love about it is that like every streamer I feel like is unique. Like there's no streamer that's the same as another streamer. So like I could literally ask the same 10 questions and it would be a different answer every time. It would feel like a new, like refreshing like answer every time because everyone is different. So that's kind of like I watched majority of the VODs and I'm just like, wow, man, like these things are timeless. Like even if I like clipped a question that I asked, like, oh, some advice for like a new streamer, like it would be relatable today. So it's kind of like a thing that I figured out how I wanted my show to be, and it's like a show like for streamers, you know.
That's cool. I feel like there isn't a lot of content that specifically caters to streamers.
Yeah.
We have to rely on just Harris Heller. He's the only the Alpha Gaming guy.
Damn, I don't know. I gotta look that up.
He's like this dude who makes a bunch of streamer like video guides and shit like that. But I've never watched his stream once. I've never seen a stream, but
this guy. Oh my god. Yeah, I see it. Like anytime I like have a question on YouTube, he pops up. Yeah, I've watched this guy's videos like a million times just because like he covers a lot of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen so many of his videos. I've never watched his stream.
I know. I mean, I think he's okay with it. I'm pretty sure his YouTube is doing pretty well.
Yeah. I don't know how he figured out how. He's like, here's how to stream, but it's not enticing enough for me to want to watch his because I'm trying to work on my own shit. Yeah. I can't watch yours.
I feel like that's so like early on, I started streaming whatever, and I felt like I knew like a good amount of people or whatever, and I was just like, yo, how come they're not here? And it took me some time to realize that like these are other streamers also who have like a life of their own, full-time job or whatever, and they're also trying to like promote their own stuff and whatnot. So I realized early on, I'm like, yo, you may be really cool with another streamer, but at the same time, like they might not always be there in like viewing your stream. Which is kind of like it reminded me like because I would never watch that guy stream. No offense to him, I'm pretty sure he's like cool and all. But yeah.
Yeah, like you said, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
There's like things with Twitch that like I don't know, man. I feel like you would think I'm like very knowledgeable of everything. I'm still learning like a year and a half into it every day, like and realizing things like Twitch is a weird place. It's a weird place, but it's beautiful at the same time. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but I'm into it.
Well, I have to agree with you, but speaking about a weird and beautiful place, you said that you've been born and raised in New York City. You know the city inside and out, so I wanted to give you a little bit of trivia, get some questions out about places that aren't New York City here in the United States. So I'm going to give you, I believe, I don't know, 5, 6 5 or 6 questions about places that aren't New York City, and then we'll follow it up with a little bit of a hometown query. So, starting things off, question number 1 for you, Pesto. Well, first of all, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I was not expecting this at all, which I'm absolutely into. So let's get into it, man. Yo, chat, I might need your help.
No help from the chat. No help from the chat. Don't make me put this in a mode only mode. I'll do it.
Shit.
I'll do it, but I don't want to. So question number 1.
Oh my god.
Name one town in Arkansas.
Oh my god. Hold on. I don't know why I keep thinking like North Carolina cities or whatever. One town in Arkansas, Riverdale.
Riverdale. Okay, let's check it out. Let's go to the
lock it in.
Riverdale, Arkansas. I think it's a place.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Is it?
Shout out to Archie. Shout out to the whole squad. Let's go. Give me the money. Give me the money, Los.
We're getting the fact checking, and I believe it's correct.
Let's
you got
go.
it. Okay, well the job's not done yet. Question number 2,
Let's go.
Pesto. It's what state is Kansas City in?
Missouri.
Missouri is correct. You're doing pretty good so far, but let's see how you handle.
The only reason why I know that is because fucking the Mets in 2015. If anybody knows what I'm talking about.
No!
I know.
No! Son of a bitch, bro.
I know. It's rough, man. Scars. I'm scarred for life.
God. They lost to Kansas City. That's just for the background research. Do the Dakotas matter?
No.
They don't matter. That is correct.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm 3 for 3, baby.
3 for 3, making it look easy. Question number 4. Las Vegas is the biggest city in Nevada. What is the only other city in the state that people know or care about?
Oh my god.
Here's a hint.
Okay.
It's called the Silver City. I could give you even a second one. There was a TV show about it on Comedy Central.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I should know this, man. I played a lot of GeoGuessr in my day. Let's go with Nevada.
There's even another hint in the chat. I'll allow it this time. 911.
Oh god. Okay, that was easy. Brooklyn 911.
What?
I'm just I knew it was Reno, but thank you so much to Nude. Thank you. I appreciate that.
There we go.
You get you credit for that one. Damn.
Question number 5.
Let's go.
I actually am giving you answers for this one. In which state is San Jose located in? Is it Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, or California?
This is embarrassing. San Jose. San Jose. Let's go Cali. SoCal.
It's correct. Now the same question applies. Where is San Antonio?
Texas. 100%.
Easy. You're making it look easy, Pesto. This is no problem for you at all. Now, what borough of New York City is the least important? Because now we're shifting our focus back to New York City.
I don't know if you knew what that meant.
No.
The boogie down.
The boogie down Bronx is the least important.
I'm just kidding. That's very important. in the New York culture. Okay, I think
That's
the least important, and I don't want
that's
to
where
say
Soy
this.
Wit It is from. Just to even
Exactly. Uh, I don't want to say it because they had Wu-Tang and all that. Staten Island.
that is that does bring confliction in my heart. That is where Wu-Tang originated. But I mean,
Yeah,
Old
slums
Dirty
of
Bastard was from the Brooklyn Zoo, so he
Yeah.
kind of brings that in a little bit. But no, the streets of Shaolin. I kind of forgot about that when writing it, So I kind of fucked up on that one. But moving on, how much should a chopped cheese cost?
$4.50.
$4.50.
Nothing more, nothing less. I mean, $3.50 is cool too. I think like $3.50 is maybe you would have to like do some deep research. It may have been $3.50 at some point in time, but I think $4.50 is like I'll get a chopped cheese every day if it was $4.50.
Absolutely, but you fucking see some chopped cheese for 7, 8,
7,
what
8,
the fuck
9?
is going on?
I
It's
see one for
crazy.
9.
I'm not
Nuts, bro. Nuts. Insane.
crazy.
Insane.
$4.50 is correct. We got
Let's go.
a few more questions. These aren't
Keep 'em
exactly
coming, man. I'm into this. I like this.
we got one or two more questions actually. What's the significance of both Tim's and Black Air Forces?
Oh, it's a New York staple, man. The Tims are 100%. You may not even own a pair, but if you're from New York, you own a pair by default. Not physically. It's just Tims. Black Air Forces. That's another. You got Black Air Forces on, like you chose violence that day. You see somebody with Black Air Forces, go the other way. Go the other way. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's correct. You don't fuck with anybody with Black Air Forces because you will get robbed. You will get robbed. You will get beat up. You don't want to be near anybody with that. One more question.
I love these.
What
It's so close to home.
the city?
What is the city?
What is the city? If we're talking about the city.
Oh, like, yo, we out to the city. Like, let's go to the city.
Yeah.
It's Manhattan. It's Manhattan.
That's Manhattan. That's right. Because we don't live in the city. Manhattan's the city.
Yeah.
I live in Queens. Bonus question.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Here's one from Lewis. Where's New Paltz?
Fucking, isn't that a school? Like SUNY New Paltz or some shit? That's like a SUNY school, right?
That's a SUNY. That's where I'm from. I will say that wasn't my question. Or I mean that's why I went to school. It's not where I'm from.
That's upstate, right?
Yeah. Now this is more of a just a quick rundown. I live in New York, you live in New York, but most of the fans probably don't. Can you just give them a quick rundown of as much New York slang as you can within a minute?
Yeah, let's go. You guys counting? Are we starting?
Starting right now.
What's good, Trish? What's shaking? What's the moves? You got the za. That's embarrassing. That's like a new one. Can't forget the Bev. Can't forget the Bev. You definitely can't. 6? Am I really gonna end at 6? Hold on.
Or you can't.
Going.
You can't.
The clock. I can't let down. Oh my god. So I said what's good, deadass.
Okay, well that's another one. You didn't say that before.
I didn't say deadass.
No.
Are you deadass? Deadass. I'm missing a good one. Damn, he forgetting a key one.
Facts.
Oh, deadass facts. Okay. Word to my Tims. Nobody really said that, but word to my Tims.
It's just become like a piece of culture.
If you want to bring in like the not the OG shit, but the fucking Bing Bong, I almost forgot your.
You already said your. That was like your first one.
Are you serious? Are you dead eyes? I think that's it. Everything else is just
Brick, bro.
it's brick. What else? What else you got? What else? What did I miss? Chat. What did I miss? Los? So brick, ping bong. Basically, I missed that.
So I think I'm pretty sure the time is up. I think we ran out of time. We had your what's the move, Treesh.
Yeah, Treesh. I never used that, but I know that's
something about Za. Smoking the Zaza.
Yeah.
I forgot what you said.
All right, so let me go through it again. But like not on the hot seat. So you're dead ass, Treesh, Za. What's good?
What's the moves?
You said it's brick, bing bong.
Nobody says that here no more.
Nobody says it. Like if you say it, it's kind of cringy now. I actually don't like that I have it as an emote, but people love it still.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all I got. I see a lot of brick, dead ass.
I think you said the Bev.
Can't forget the Bev.
Oh yeah. Wait, Dub and Bet.
Bet.
Those are both New York. I always just knew that I said that shit.
It's like it's universal. I think those are universal.
Actually, no. Yeah, I bet. Definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, there's not that many.
What is Gialis? I don't know how the fuck do you pronounce that.
Jack. Oh, you jacking it? Oh, that's a good one. But yeah, like a lot of them on like online, like I don't know if you've seen the TikToks, but there's like a lot of TikToks where they have like a whole list. It's like green screen or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they have like a whole list of like slang terms, and I'm just like, what? Nobody ever says that. But yeah. I mean, 6,
like
7.
The fucking trains say bing bong. We don't.
Exactly. It doesn't even sound like that. It's like bing bong. Like it's not bing bong. It's like yeah.
That's it. But how are you gonna spell that out? EEUHOUH.
And then like UHH or something. Yeah. Dude, that was a very good.
I'm New York as fuck. Stand clear for the closing doors.
Like nobody. I don't know.
Valid? Okay, hold on. I was with a guy who said he was from Brooklyn, and he was like, "Yeah, bro," and I hopped in the V. We was out of there. What do you guys know what the V is?
Yeah, the vehicle.
The vehicle. Okay. I wasn't sure if that shit was valid or not. I wasn't sure if he was just fucking with me because I had never heard of that before.
Yeah, the V. I mean, like, you don't really say that though. The whip. You say you know what the whip is, right?
Yeah.
Whip is a car. Oh, ratchet. Oh,
I got more of a hoopty than a whip, you know.
Oh yeah. Hoopties are. You don't need a fancy car out here, okay? You use it like a couple times a week. You don't really need a fancy car out here. Oh, Mad. Mad is very popular. Oh, Dumb Far.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Yo, I'm sorry if I'm cursing. I don't know if I'm like allowed to curse.
No. You are abso-fucking-lutely allowed to do that.
Let's go. Yo, chat, dead ass facts. B. Oh, B is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I let New York down on that one. I think
it was all of us. It was all of us really. But I mean, you know, you've been here longer than I have, so I think it's more on you than it is on me.
Oh, dude, you good?
You good? I mean, you got the subway. You got graffiti on your shirt, bro. You should be on this shit.
Yo, shout out to my artist Nev1.
Yeah. Shout out Nev1.
Yeah, that's the artist that did this. Nev1, Smart Crew. Look it up.
Okay. I'll deadass check that out.
Nah, it's a Queens legend, man. Smart Crew was well, graffiti in New York is big. There's graffiti like all over actually. Like I really like West Coast graffiti. Like they have like a certain like hand style. And then you can tell when like people are from New York or even Europe. Like a lot of graffiti from like out there as well. But yeah, Queens, one of the biggest graffiti groups in Queens in like the last 20 plus years. Smart Crew, Smart Crew.
That's
And
valid.
forget about it. Forget
Okay. All right. Maybe if we were
Us.
Italian or some shit, that would work.
I'm walking here.
Acting day room. Get the fuck
yo,
off, Lewis.
Hey yo,
I-
day room. Day room is one. I never used it though. That's like the kids use that one.
How? Okay. So I saw it. I know the answer to this question, but it still blows me away. How old are you?
Oh shit! You might lose viewers, bro. You might lose some viewers.
That's okay.
Well, how do you think? How do you think?
I thought you were like 24.
Oh, thank you. If you don't mind me asking, chat, how do you guys think I am? Let's play a little guessing game. But no, I was born in the 90s, and I've only told this once on stream. Well, actually, no, not once. I posted it on Instagram. Everybody fucking saw it.
That's how I know.
You know, I was born in 91. I was born in 91. 1991.
Yeah, when I saw like your birthday post, I was like, "What the fuck? What in the fuck? This dude,
Yeah, dude. Damn, 45, 42. Holy shit.
is a spry young chickadee."
Yeah, I'm 31.
Till you hit like 45, I mean, that's when the genes are gonna catch up.
Yeah.
Then you just turn into a dad. Well, you're gonna be this for a good amount of time, man.
We're just getting started. Asians don't crack, like I'll be alright.
You'll be
Hey,
all right.
We lost viewers. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
They're
who the
"Damn,
fuck left?
this guy's old as shit. I'm out.
I don't want to.
Dude, wait. If you know what? No. I'm not. I'm gonna ask you when you're on Vibe with Pesto.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you.
So is this an official invite to Vibe with Pesto?
Oh my god, yo! You know what's funny? So like people, it's an exciting event. Every Vibe with Pesto episode is an exciting event, and I don't mind people asking me. But it's just it's funny when the people who I want to ask me first, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like, there goes the surprise.
Well, I mean, there wasn't a surprise.
Close.
You just told me right now because you said that I will be on it.
Well, I mean, I could have like just been fronting. That's another one. That's another flavor. No, but I mean, I would like to have you on there at some point.
When the time is right. When the time is
Not
right.
exactly right after this, because everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, I see what they did there."
Mm-hmm.
But no, very soon, very soon.
You know, here's a quick fucking subtweet. I had a guest on here who had his own show, and he's like, "Hey, I'll if I could come onto your show, you should come onto my show." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Comes onto my show, never fucking hits me up again.
Oh, are you serious?
I was like, "Damn."
What the fuck?
All right.
Yeah, no.
That's
Don't
fine.
worry, man. Don't worry, bro. I might see you tomorrow. Honestly.
We will see each other tomorrow, and we can hang out even more. But unfortunately, our time here on Late Night with Los has to come to a close. But one more question, Pesto, the God.
Let's go.
Where can the people at home find you?
Yo, PestoGawd on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Reddit. No, I'm just kidding.
No, don't you don't want to see those posts.
Yeah. Don't. It's kind of super cringy. I was in my 20s. Then, I think. But yeah. Twitter, Instagram is like, if you want to vibe out like outside of stream, Twitter and Instagram is where I'm at all the time. Twitch.tv, I stream on Twitch. You guys know that. And yeah, you can also find me in Brooklyn at on the J line at bleep bleep No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
A little bit of doxing. There we go. Wow. Well, Pesto, thank you so much for joining us here on the Late Night with Los show. We had a blast, and I'm happy to have